If there's anything that you can think of that you haven't made public that can now be public, that we can have like a little exclusive and where you can say, okay.
Wait, you're not like gonna do some cheesy proposal, are you?
Oh, yes, let's do it, please. Come on.
I don't need, Michelle doesn't need that many views.
Yes, I do.
Nobody cares about us.
Hey everybody, it's Michele Spahr here. Mom, you're embarrassing me. And today I am with none other, my two great friends, Heidi Sung and Waymon Peet. And why are they here, you ask? Everyone's heard of the USLPL. I've been talking about it over and over again. Well, they are doing the same thing, but for the younger kids, for the young ones. I don't know if we can call you guys kids, can I?
I don't like the thumbs down. No,
You go, okay, yeah. Thumbs up. Better version of
Middle-aged.
yeah.
middle-aged.
Still wearing braces,
There you
like
go.
on certain joints, but yeah, we're pretty excited.
That's still wearing braces and that's not on your teeth, right?
That's good.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So tell people a little bit about yourselves. Waymon, go ahead and give us your elevator pitch.
Hi, everybody. My name is Waymon. I'm one of the co-owners, along with Heidi, here for the USLPL 35 Plus Pro Division. We just started this league to give people of our age group, the 35 to 49-year-olds, a place to play competitive pickleball in a team atmosphere. In my opinion, that's what I've missed in pickleball, is a sense of team. You know, I come from a little bit of a USTA tennis background, and it was all team-based, right? So you travel with a team, you compete as a team, and my pickleball career thus far has been primarily like, you know, me and a partner going at it together. So it's going to be fun to do something in a bigger team environment, I would say. So that's what I'm most looking forward to.
I love that. So you guys go on your team, whatever team you play on. Are you going to have like pom-poms and
yeah,
okay,
remember
girlfriend.
that.
Yes, I
I know
know.
that tracks.
I know. We'll talk about it. That
I
with
won't
you
be
then.
carrying a pom-pom. no.
What will you be wearing?
Yeah.
A tutu, like everyone dresses
We're
up,
really
and
shorts. You notice
They-
guys
yeah,
like
I
the
know.
five
You're showing your leg a little bit more
Depends
lately.
on our team owners. That's a big
That's
thing,
true.
right?
Also.
What uniforms we're going to wear, things like
You
this.
know
So
the
you
one
can
thing-
always.
Yeah.
You know one thing that tracks is the one thing that tracks is we're going to have good apparel and merch. You know how
Yes, I'm
it's
so
important
excited
to me.
to be
Logo
wearing
and
some of
things.
that.
We've spent a lot of time with a lot of great help getting logos and things really kind of fine-tuned to where we want it, because that, for our demographic, I feel, is something that if friends want to support us by buying, you know, merch or
Yes.
whatever it is, I want it to be cute where they don't shove it in the back of their closet.
Right.
They want it to be something that they're wearing and
Right.
sharing and putting on stories. So that was a focus. And kudos to Mike and Ron, who kind of recognized that would be important for our demographic, to choose people within that frame. So
Yeah.
it's been a really good fit so far.
That's awesome.
And to further play off what he said, we both coach out of Dill Dinkers, and they have a lot of really great leagues set up. And I kept saying for quite a while now, it just sucks that we don't have something like that. And there's some, you know, MLP things that like you're doing.
Sure.
But it would be fun because we've traveled a ton to do more competitive, you know, tournaments and the such. But it would be great to play locally with friends and peers, like kind of on a higher level, or even travel a little bit, but it to be a team-based thing. So I just felt like there was a need for that, and when it kind of fell into our laps, I felt pretty passionately that we could get it to where we want it. So that's how we got there.
As amazing. Give your a little bit about your pickleball background, and then I want to circle back and talk about the team stuff, because I like what you're saying.
Yeah, so me personally, my pickleball background, I started in, I would think, late 2019, early 2020, right around pandemic time when a lot of people started playing pickleball. I was having some back injuries from tennis, took some time off. Some friends were like, hey, come try pickleball. It's a lot less movement, it's easy. I wanted nothing to do with it. I thought hitting a plastic ball sounded very dumb to me. Tried it, didn't really care for it in the very beginning, started losing, and I'm like, now I got to figure this game out, you know.
Losing
So
to 70-year-olds.
It does, right? And then, you know, I just became an addict for it and started playing all the time. Jumped right into the competitive tournament scene. Probably met you
I
shortly
think one of your
thereafter.
first tournaments was one of my first tournaments. Were we at Chestnut? It was a
Probably
Legends.
a Legends.
It was
It
a
all full
Legends
circle,
tournament,
right?
and we
Yeah.
played against each other. I think.
Yes, and then I asked you to.
Yeah. Then you're like, will you partner
Yeah,
with me?
because I was like, I love her. Oh, sorry. I do remember telling him, because, you know, I didn't really have a set partner then, and I kind of got into pickleball later than him, but because him and Justin were helping me so much, I feel like I progressed pretty
Your trajectory,
quickly.
yeah,
I mean, I just kind of, but they threw me into, I think 4-5 was the first ones that I was competing in. So I kind of skipped that whole learning curve, just getting my butt beat. But I played against you, and I was like, I love her energy. I love her. So then we partnered. And that was, I think, the first time I got into like a gold medal match. Was that at Performance, right?
Yes, yes.
And before that at Legends, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Was our
We
first.
played
We
a
did
good.
good.
I
And
know,
we
you
had
did,
fun.
girl. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, blow it up.
Yeah, that's right. But that's the first, I think, time I started competing quite a bit, and that was just addictive. And then him and Justin went on a tear after that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and then I tore my ACL, so I was
And
kind
but
of
you're
out for a
back.
year.
I mean, you've come back strong. So impressive.
Jib and Amy, shout out. Like,
Oh
we
my
kind
gosh.
of, yeah, us three went down like bowling pins within 3 months of each other.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I've played with both of them recently,
they're
and
playing-
I'm just
they're back
like,
to full.
come on. Jib is like,
Yeah.
you know, go out there anytime she's, you know, she was always kicking my butt, but I was thinking, yeah, now try it.
And now Amy is playing
Now
senior.
try it with
She's
you.
playing
Oh, I
this
know.
fifth-
She's playing the USLPL
I was so happy
senior,
for her. She
senior
was
pro
so
league.
excited about that.
Yes.
So-
She deserved it. She
Yeah.
played really well, and she worked. And all three of you worked really hard to come back.
I did.
You did what the doctors
We
told you to do.
Us two, I think
yeah.
if you play sports that competitively, you probably work a little hard. We all
Yeah.
went pretty balls out to
Yeah.
do PT.
Yeah.
We all kind of beat like the time frame in which we were supposed to be better. But
The one time I did beat Jib was the time that she got injured when she had
remember all this.
that was she was playing against me when she got hurt.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then she played the next day, and then-
she played the rest of that
you're
game.
right. You're right.
And then I beat her, and then I hear that she tore her ACL. I'm like, well, that just kind of stinks
you-
because then because she kept playing. So we're like,
Oh,
are
I
you
remember
sure you're
this.
okay?
I-
she powered through. I do not know how she stayed standing.
I think I remember her telling me after, it was so sweet because you could have made her run and you could have gone away, but you didn't. I think that was the match with
That was the
against
match. I
you.
mean, that was her last
like,
match
that's Michele.
day,
That-
I
that
think. And then
tracks.
she played the next.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she played the next day, and we were like, oh my. And then she was like really
know.
hurting.
And then she
Yeah.
was regretful.
She was,
so
yeah.
that
But
was an awful time. But
yeah, that was a bad time. But here you guys are.
Yeah.
I know. So what made you guys? You kind of touched on it a little bit, but how did this fall in your lap? And why did you guys decide? Okay, yes, we want to do this. It was it. I know you said a lot about the team, but
Yeah, so it's something I've always thought about that didn't exist, you know, like a competitive team pickleball competition for your above average player, we'll call it. I know me personally, last year I tried playing in some PPA pro qualifiers and things like that, and I quickly realized I'm probably not good enough, but I'm too old and not good enough, right?
Already
it's
too
a
old,
combination.
and you were still
I'm
young.
40
You were
years old,
still
you
young.
know, so it's tough to compete against teenagers now. I got my butt kicked by 12 and 13-year-olds, and it's humbling, but it's also great for the sport. But I'm like, okay, now I want something for my age that I can still compete, which is huge.
But it's one thing to like try out for something like that, and another thing to actually go and own the league, the 35.
Sure. So,
So-
yeah, to touch on that, you know, I've met Ron Cortez, who runs Legends tournaments and also is a co-owner of with Mike KO for the USLPL. Right? Ron reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I have a good opportunity if you're interested. Fits in your demographics, something you're interested in." And I'm like, "Okay, let's hear it." And he kind of gave his pitch to Heidi and I, and we're like, "We're all in. This is what we've been looking for a while now." And he's kind of built a really good foundation and framework to help us push forward and get this running, you know, quicker than we probably could if we did something like this on our own, for sure.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Exactly what he said. I think we were kind of in the works to do another project possibly with an Amazon thing that we were going to do, but this fell in our laps, and it's right in both of our wheelhouses. I mean, my background is I was a stockbroker, and then I've been on multiple kind of volunteer boards and organizations for like auctions committees. So I'm basically good at looking for money,
Good girl.
asking for money, asking for things.
You don't
like,
feel bad asking for money. I like that. That's good.
But I feel like we both have, warm enough personalities
Yes.
and good relationships with people that it is. I kind of put it this way: when somebody that you don't know or you don't keep in contact with much kind of asks you for something, it's off-putting. But when you have a good relationship with people and you ask, they want to do it for you. So I feel like we're both kind of we fit that mold. So you kind of have to be good with relationships, I think, to do this role.
totally
Okay.
agree. Like just being a part of the USLPL
Yeah.
now for a bit, and they could not have picked two more. You guys are a perfect fit, and you're two amazing people. So for those that do not know these two, I cannot sing their praises enough. They are going to crush it. And everyone needs to make sure you go and try out, by the way.
Yes.
But it is just like, you guys are perfect for this role.
Thanks,
Because you do. You just like, I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about either of you,
Not
ever.
to our
Even when
face,
you're
no.
beating them behind, even when you're beating them on the court, or, I mean, you guys are just those types of people. People,
That's
people want to, they gravitate towards both of
I
you.
hope that's
Well,
true.
Hopefully we can have some outreach outside of our local area,
Yes,
because that's important.
yes, that is
A
important.
big thing about this league is we're going to be expanding. You know, we're going to try to start here on the East Coast. We're all here in Maryland, Virginia area, and you know, our goals are to get a steady 8 teams to start the league up and down the East Coast here, and then sky's the limit. Push west after that. So we need people to try out for the league, be ambassadors for it, push it. If you want to be a part of something as a 35 to 49-year-old, and even then if you're at the later stages of 35 to 49, heck, you can jump right into the 50 plus.
That's right.
So it's a feeder, you know,
Yeah.
and it's competitive pickleball, it's professional. What? Oh.
Oh, I just remembered the point that I was making earlier is we were about to do this other project, but I think if Ron and Mike would have approached us to do the senior one with them to start, I would have been a little bit more apprehensive because the logistics and the setup of all that is incredible. They've done so much of the groundwork. I mean, you've seen probably.
You've no idea.
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal.
Just
For them to pull that together in like 4.5
that-
months.
That's exactly it. And
That's
shout out to
insane.
both their wives, by the way.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did all
Yeah.
the real
Val and
logistics.
Amy did the majority of the
Allowed
work.
to say that. Ron said the same thing.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Ruiz. But having that already paved made it really
Yes.
easy for us to jump in and do the stuff that we're good at, which is probably like recruiting and marketing and looking for people and reaching the right people personally. I mean, I know personally I've probably sent like 200 texts to, people that I know and or make sure you register.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we reach like the most talented pool of players. Our demographic, we're hypothetically guessing, is a little bit harder to reach than 50 plus, just for
They're not. There's more opportunities for that 35 to 49 than there are for the 50 plus. Just because you can go play in Moneyball, you can go play
Correct.
every tournament
That's
is
a
geared
good
to it's
point.
almost all age, right?
Right.
And so, like for myself, I play in a lot of younger things because they're more available.
That's right.
Finding that 50 plus is very difficult.
That's
and
true.
then a lot of times they combine it because they don't have enough teams,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So this was a great thing, and now I feel like it is different because these are all those 35 to 49, in my opinion, are people that are still out there. They're starting to get a little bit too old for those young tennis players that are coming in, but they're not. Yeah, but they're not like seeing themselves as seniors yet because you're not. And so now it's just kind of like, okay, where's the gap?
I mean, it's a little pride swallowing to admit, but even in USTA, when I played a ton of tennis, I didn't like playing the 40 plus. I did, but it was easier, and I like to compete against the best in that like demographic. So I always played 18 plus, mostly.
Yeah.
Same thing happened when we were playing pickleball. We always did the 18 plus, but since I've been injured and I haven't really been able to do as much like the last year and a half, since I've started to start playing a little bit more and compete, it's just changed so much in the last year and a half. It's like the paddles have gotten ridiculous. I've never not been able to return a serve. Like I've never struggled with that.
It's getting
The
out
power
of control. Yeah.
is like if you return short, it's drive, redrive, drive, drive, drive.
Right.
It's so
okay, so what are you going to have regulations on the paddles? What are you going to follow as far as which paddles are legal?
it's a good question. I don't.
That is
Put
a
it
good
on the
question.
to-do list of
Yeah.
the things
so
to figure
It's
out.
good.
We have a lot of just things like that.
Logistical
we're-
things that we have
we're
to
still
kink
figuring
out.
Sure.
But we're, the USLPL, we're one big entity.
So you probably follow
we're gonna
whatever-
follow
Yeah.
everything that,
Whatever Ron and
the
Mike have
current-
already-
The
yeah.
current season that's going on with the
Right.
50
Yeah.
plus. We may have some tweaks here and there for things we're going to do for ours with maybe different team composition things, but overall it's going to be the USLPL, right?
Right.
US Legends Pro Pickleball League. So we'll be following all that. But
That's good.
Another thing about the 35 plus that we realized was that, like I said earlier, it's a little bit harder for that demographic. What I meant for that was the pool is easier to find in that we have so many good players, but finding that demographic that has the maybe expendable income, right? And time.
Oh, so true. I didn't even think about that.
So that was not a concern, but we were kind of wondering how that plays out. But then I felt like at the end of the day, the crazies, and you all know who you are, our friends, like they are traveling and playing these
Already.
sets. So
Yeah.
it's 4 weekends,
Yeah.
4 months, planned ahead, local enough that you can drive. So I feel like that's kind of doable if you're really committed. It's I feel like you can make that work if you can know ahead and plan.
So you're gonna. I mean, we have several teams that are down south, right? And like in Florida and also Northeast. We've got Boston. You've got Jersey Shore Shots, just to name a couple. And so you're gonna be those 50 plus players and owners are gonna be pushing this out to their 35 to 49.
Yeah.
So you're going to have the whole East Coast, I think, that you can pull from. And so the local tournaments would be local to the NOVA DMV people, not necessarily like the Florida people.
Well, as of right now, a lot of it's up in the air. You know, the only thing we have confirmed is we're going to have a combine tryout at Performance Pickleball in Richmond, Virginia.
Same as a 50 plus.
Same as the 50 plus, January 16 through 18.
Yeah, it's coming up,
So
man.
yeah,
So
so everyone
excited.
start practicing, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not too far away. But other than that, right now we're in the process of recruiting team owners. So if you're interested in owning a team, please reach out. We
Okay.
have the USLPL.
Tell people what that entails.
That is the most important thing right now, is building teams where we can have a global league, we'll call it, or a nationwide league. But right now we're focusing primarily on the East Coast. That doesn't mean if you live in California, you want to own a team, don't reach out. But so we're in the process of that, of finding teams,
Recruiting
team owners,
potential
recruiting.
owners.
Anyone who's interested in being a player, sign up. You can register on the website.
All right, so they can register for the combine now. Is it up and running?
Not yet. Our
Okay.
link to register isn't up, but you can put an interest form
Okay.
to where you're going to be up to date on everything.
Right.
So, and then same thing, there's application for team owner with some basic questions so we can kind of vet people and see who's a good fit for owning a team, right?
There's no commitment, so just do it. I mean,
Yeah,
just-
to fill out.
Yeah.
to fill
If
it
you
out
want
doesn't mean
information, go whether a player, team owner, or both. Any age group, by the way, 35 plus, 50 plus, this is going to be ongoing. So go put your name out there. Because I know what I've heard amongst local, you know, some of the 50 plus crowd didn't know this was happening.
Oh, yeah.
So we missed a lot of people, and this is
Yeah.
going to continue.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
the first one.
Sure.
I have people reach out to me and asking me like, hey, I didn't know. So, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to try out before all the good ones try out and know about it.
Well, I know. It's like people show up at Combine, and then all of a sudden, all of these like 5055 players started signing
Yeah.
up and didn't go to the Combine.
It got canceled.
Yeah. Now you got people who had played for the NPL. They came in, and
Yeah.
then so some of the people that went to the Combine that were being looked at then didn't get picked because, you know, you don't have to. You
No.
can be part of the draft without going to the
Yeah,
Combine.
you can. Yeah, so that's another thing for
that's
players that are not local to Richmond, Virginia, or can't drive here easily. You can put your name in to be drafted without going to a tryout, and we'll have some things on their information, maybe sending a tape of yourself playing, things like that.
Right.
Because not necessarily Heidi and I as league owners, but more so the team owners are going to want to see you play and things like that
Yes.
to see who they can draft. Because not every person is going to be at this combine tryout to
Yeah.
kind of show what they got, so to speak.
Yeah, show
But,
what you got. Show us what you got.
I think the big thing is right now we just want the word to get out there,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
That this
so important.
exists, because right now we're still building locations, team owners, things where we're gonna try to make this happen. Other than now we know we locked down performance in Richmond for the combine. Other than that, spread the word. That's
Yeah.
gonna make this the most successful,
Yeah.
I would say. Do you have something to add?
Yes. Performance. Shout out for them moving mountains to make this next combine work. I mean, but we weren't able to be there. So what was it like?
It was the energy was amazing. It was so
Nerve-wracking?
much
I know.
fun.
Was it a lot were people nervous?
Oh yeah, there were some people
Okay.
nervous, but I tell you, it was such a positive vibe.
Wish I'd
It was so much fun, and the owners were just. They were amazing, and I was able to sit down with several of them and interview them, so that was fun. And the play was outstanding. So it's just, it was
really good
just
to
a
hear.
very. But here's the thing: I think if you went to and I have never been to an
Sure.
NPL tryout, so I don't know this for a fact.
Sure.
But 5 years into NPL, or let's say 5 years in, when people go to these tryouts or these combines, there might be a little bit more drama, or because people have been doing
It's
it already,
competitive, it's
and
intense,
people know each other. This was the first one, so everyone was just
Warm and-
excited.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
And they
I love
didn't.
that.
There were no expectations really, because no one knew what
Yeah.
was happening. So it, I think, exceeded the majority of people. And I think you
love
guys
that.
are going to find the same
I
thing.
hope
And
that's
also,
true.
you have a friendly crowd. The bulk of the people coming are going to be friendly
I think
to
so.
you,
Yeah,
right?
we
Because they
most-
know
yeah.
you.
I
You know,
think
you know.
so.
So you're going to have a big chunk of those people that already are going to
That's
walk
good
in,
to look forward to.
being your biggest cheerleaders,
I think so,
right?
too.
So I think that's a good thing.
I did honestly reach out to a handful of people, more than a handful, that were at some of those events, and I just wanted to hear, and they all gave really glowing reports. They said it was extremely well organized.
Yes.
And everything was just laid out they said it was well organized. That's the term I heard over and over,
Yeah.
which is exactly what we've done. A lot of tournaments
Yeah.
where, we've traveled to, and we can note to you the ones that are very
yeah.
well run.
Yeah.
So
And you can tell the ones that are not.
exactly.
They try to hide it with things, but yeah, you can
That's
tell.
right. So I'm like, good swag bag and organized. For me, that's
Yeah,
like check,
yeah.
check. So I'm working on that. We're going to have good swag
Oh,
bags.
I know.
But no, I just loved hearing that because every single person said that.
Yeah.
So that gave me, I didn't expect
Some
anything
confidence,
less.
but
Ron,
it, like
being,
you guys made the good
for sure,
decision here.
For sure. Because
Yeah.
that well organized is very high up on my on my
yeah.
list. Very
I mean,
type
it's
A.
not that they aren't still figuring things out,
Sure.
right? But their first run at it
Yeah.
is just, I mean,
Yeah.
they've just done great. And then the team owners are so involved
Yes.
because, in yours will be too, because they bought a team.
Yeah.
They are expecting and are going to
They're
do their
invested in it,
part.
yeah.
They're invested to make it a success. So if I had one piece of advice for you all,
Yeah.
is make sure you get good team owners, like you said,
That's
vet
what we
them,
keep hearing.
right?
Yes.
Because you don't want
likable, easy to work with. That's kind of top
yeah,
on my
right. And you want someone that loves the game,
Sure,
right? Has the
yes.
same vision as you all.
One thing
Agreed.
too to note: to be a team owner, you can also be a player.
Yes.
I would say, I don't know, maybe half of the 50 plus
Yeah.
teams,
Yep.
the
Yep.
team
The
owners
yes.
also play on the team. Mm-hmm. Heidi and I are both going to be trying out to participate in this league as well.
Yeah.
You can be as involved as you want to be, or you can just be a manager of the team and run it the way you want. You know.
So my question,
That's the one thing.
you two cannot be owners because you guys are the league
Yeah.
owners, correct?
Yeah.
So my question, and I asked this to Ron, I didn't ask it to Mike, I should have, but what happens if you don't make a team?
Hypothetical? No,
Hypothetically,
I think.
I
Hey,
don't think that's
so,
possible,
no,
but I'm just
it's
saying.
very
I mean,
possible.
but
So for me, being very, I would say that gives me more time to make the league better.
That's how.
No, that's not true. No,
you're like,
I'm going to
already
be there
finding a
regardless.
defense.
And then guess what? I'm signing up as a sub, something like
There you
that.
go, there you go.
No, but that is something that
if you
fits
guys do
both of us.
if you do too good of a job recruiting,
I know.
never know, right?
Ideally,
I'm not trying to recruit
if
well. I'm
if
trying to make it first, and then I'm going to reach out to all the good.
if we could make the league
I
that
have a
good
plan.
with that high of a standard and
That's what I'm
level,
saying.
I would
Yes.
be super happy.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Because there's no special privileges for Heidi and I.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to be out there unless we pick a team owner that just likes us. you
Yeah,
know? It's like,
well,
hey,
I mean,
draft me no matter
that's
what.
right.
You know?
And
Yeah.
all the happy hours.
That's
all
Yeah.
right.
So what about
right.
you? What are your?
I mean, he plays on a much higher level, so I don't think that I think my assessment is, I would love if I was not even in contention because it's that good. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
that
yeah.
means
I
we've
hear
done
you.
a pretty
Yeah,
good job.
yeah.
It's a bonus if I get to.
Yep.
It'd be fun, but I'm not. I'd love to just be able to focus
so-
like I'm.
7 men, 7 women. That's the how the teams are composed. There's a lot of spots to I was going to say the teams composed of 7 men and 7 women. So these are big rosters. That's what's
Right,
great about it.
right.
It's not you're trying out to be a part of one doubles team. The rosters are big. Everyone's going to get to play every single match. You get a lot of play if you're a part of a team. You'll be a part of a different pod at levels, things like that. But
Lines,
in
line
general,
one,
yeah,
line two,
lines,
like-
right?
yeah.
So. There's a lot of opportunity for people of all skill levels
And
to
have you
participate.
how many teams?
This first season, our goal is 8 teams.
Okay.
So
would you
8
go up
teams,
above that? Because there's 12 teams for the 50
Yeah,
plus.
I think for this first season, we're going to keep
You're
it at
gonna
8.
stick at
It
8,
gives
okay.
us an easier.
A really good job at 8.
Okay.
It also
good.
gives us easier logistics to pick facilities we can use to host 8 teams.
Gotcha.
Because once you go above that, we need bigger facilities,
Right,
which
right.
we need places around the country to start building bigger,
Awesome.
nicer,
facilities.
better
If you're
facilities.
interested,
If you want to host this USLPL 50 plus, 35 plus this next year, reach out. That's important for sure.
You know who you
because-
are. Reach
But at
out to
least
them or
the
reach out to
court
me. I'll
minimum-
pass you along.
Yeah.
Court minimum for ours.
Yeah, so we need 12 courts
least.
for our matches, our showdowns.
Yeah.
So we need 12 court facilities, and we want them to be nice and
it has
fun.
to
Yeah.
be Friday.
Yeah,
You have
and
to-
Well, I'll tell you, the Pickler Noblesville, whew,
I
that
heard,
was
yeah,
awesome
I've heard
facility. Oh, it's so
Noblesville, outside of Indianapolis,
yeah,
right?
outside of
Yeah,
Indy. It is
Awesome.
something that you can't, most people didn't drive. There were
Yeah.
a few
Right.
crazies,
Yeah.
but the majority of our players on the East Coast, they had to fly. But it was just,
I've heard.
it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
And this
I
is,
loved the owners.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
going to be
awesome.
fun traveling with your team, going to these places,
Yes.
having team dinners, camaraderie, whatever you're in. I think it's going to be super enjoyable
Yes.
for the player. Unlike your standard tournament experience, I think that
Yeah.
that's why this would be different for everybody. So highly suggest participating, right?
Yes. One more thing about traveling with as a player. If I think my priority is as the co-owner of the league. So as a player, I'm just very interested in the player experience. I mean, I'd love to play, but I feel like when you are in different roles, in one part of a company, you can see what could be better and what the needs are and
Yeah.
what you can focus on. So from that perspective, it'd be great. But yeah, you never know. But we're excited to try to find like
I
the
mean,
best pool out there. We've reached out to a lot of people who are
Team owners
pretty
would be
interested.
crazy not to pick you guys up, but I
heard
was just
that?
hypothetically, like I said, I asked Ron the same question. I
Yeah.
won't tell you what his answer was, but
Oh,
you may not be sitting here
I
if
think,
he didn't make
the
a team. It
USLPL
was
wouldn't
dissolving.
exist, right? Yeah, it's done. It's done.
I got you.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We won't be as harsh as Ron.
Yeah. Ron was my mix, but we played mix together. In one
I've played
tournament.
mixed with Ron before too. Yeah,
Lefty. Oh,
I
was
feel like
wait,
if
those middle balls, I still can't. I'm like, is that me? Is that you?
Yeah, I know, it's hard
He's
with
like,
the
let
lefty.
me take all those. Drop,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess we're not dropping it all.
oh, and he does that little shot though,
Yes,
man.
yes,
He's
yes,
got
yes.
some couple
Yes,
dirty
yes.
shots. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the logistics of things. We've talked about you're having the combine in January, and then the
Yeah,
draft.
so we're going to
shortly
have the
after.
combine in January. Tryouts, team owners will draft their teams, and you'll be placed on a team. And then the very next month, February, probably 4 weeks later, ideally, we're going to have our first showdown, our first tournament.
Okay.
And we'll hold 4 of those consecutive months. So February, March, April, May. And May will be the championship showdown, essentially lead to a winner of the league.
Yep.
But so if you're interested in playing, it's going to be January, February, March, April, May, one weekend of each of those months. Ideally, we're not sure yet where
Yeah.
they're going to be, but it'll probably be somewhere on the East Coast,
Right.
close, hopefully drivable if you're in the DMV area, we'll say. But yeah,
and the gender wonders, remember?
that's kind of separate. But I know Ron is his Legends tournament. He's running a tournament in December. This is something separate from the league, but he's running his final tournament in December for the Legends tournament. And he said that
Possibly.
for the winners of the 35 to 49-year-old division, gender, men's and women's, will be guaranteed to be drafted into the league. So, and there's going to be 8 teams for each is the max. So if you're the first 8 to sign up, you have a chance to be the winner of that division in a regular standard tournament, and you're going to be guaranteed to be drafted. So
wow.
I will probably be participating in that as well.
Yeah.
So to give me a
which
shot.
team would be getting?
We don't know the
those,
logistics
like,
of
the
that yet,
logistics
but
of
we're
that?
just saying those winners will make sure they get a
Dang.
spot in the league.
Yeah,
So that's huge.
This is good practice for the combine. It's good
Yeah,
practice
and
for
it's a
people
month,
to go there.
That tournament is a month prior to the combine.
I think it's a
and
good way to go.
I think,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think that tournament is at Performance as well.
Yeah.
No, it 100% is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that tournament's
and
at
then-
Performance. So if you haven't been there, you'll be able
Yeah.
to see the facility where the combine's going to be.
Practice on
You're
the
going to get
sports.
comfortable. But
Yeah.
if you win, you might not even have to show up to the combine.
That's right.
Why not? you know?
Guaranteed spot.
So
people.
guaranteed spot.
That's right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So make sure to sign up because he's going to have eight spots available for each men's and women's gender doubles.
it's
So
cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
so that's
so
right there
creative,
is
yeah.
2 men and 2 women that will be automatically get a spot on a
That's,
team.
That's
right?
awesome.
So,
Ron comes up
pretty
with
cool.
good ideas.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
good at that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's awesome. Okay. And any confirmed owners? Any confirmed owners yet?
No confirmed owners yet.
We have a very confident number of people who are interested, which makes me feel so much more settled in this. I mean, it
Yes.
was the moment we put that press release out, our phones were blowing up
yeah.
with interest. Not that that's the most important thing, but we can start to make dates and logistical definitive dates in the such once we have that. So it's kind of like chicken egg. We're trying to wait for that, but we want to pick the most, like you said, quality of good relationship and easy to work with. But it is very reassuring that so many
Yes.
people. I don't think
I
there will
wouldn't
be a
think there'd be.
shortage.
I don't think so
at all,
either.
which is
I don't think so
amazing.
either.
I mean, think
Yeah.
about that's.
It is.
This
It's
crazy sport,
yes.
like,
and people are taking a chance, right? The owners of the 50s, and they talked to me about potentially owning a team, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. I don't really know. And
Yeah.
I just was, and
fair.
I saw that there was a lot of good owners that were stepping in, and
Yeah.
so I was like, this is great. Good for them. I think they've done a good job, and
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to have no problem. They paved the way for you.
That's
what I'm
what
trying
I
to
was
say.
going to say is
Yeah.
it's kind of like the second and third kid.
Yeah.
Always get
Yeah.
it easier.
Yeah, right.
The first one
Yeah.
paves the way.
Yeah.
Like they trailblaze, because now I think if we approached owners, if you were asked this second time around, you'd be more quick.
Of course,
to-
because I've seen it and it's successful and it's doing well, and
It's
I
organized.
see
and you
the
see
vision of it. Yeah, more clearly.
I think it would have taken a big leap of
faith in those
to-
for those first. Yeah,
for us too, as even
Yes.
co-owning, but we've seen in such a short amount of time the success it has
Mm-hmm.
had, and it's only going to get better and more efficient and grow and just so. Yeah, I think for owners to kind of see the owner experience from the 50 plus is going to be very reassuring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That whether it's from like a profitability standpoint or growth perspective, all of that, I think it's made it much easier for us.
yes.
So
Well,
grateful
that's
for
good.
that.
That's
too.
good. Did you want to add?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you mentioned you were asked about team ownership, and you kind of were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And what did you end up doing? For what is your role? Like, because I know you are working.
Yes, I guess
with
so. People may not know. I am the league correspondent for the USLPL. That's my title, league correspondent for the USLPL. Now I have to say league correspondent for the USLPL 50 plus.
That's right.
And yeah, so I'm like the roving reporter, whatever you want to call me. I may have many names. Oh, it's been phenomenal. I've had a blast. I've met so many amazing people, and I'm seeing everyone when they're just
Nervous, excited. all
nervous,
of it.
excited, happy. Sometimes after a loss, and just but being able to just talk to them about the experience has just been very, very
When
rewarding.
I can like picture that picture on Instagram where you're like, and it announced it, and I was like, I told him literally, I was like, they couldn't have picked a better person.
Thank you.
I was like,
That was
that's
very
exactly
kind.
who I would have had in mind.
Yeah.
But Way has to ask you something.
What? Oh.
Oh.
Well, no, I wanted to ask you a question, actually.
Oh,
you
are
know.
we role reversal here? I
a
don't
little,
like these. I
little
don't like these.
interviewee,
Okay,
interviewer.
all right. I gotcha.
Well, you know, because you're doing a great job
Really
with
good
the
job.
50
Thank you.
plus
Thank
USLPL. So we were hoping to ask you if you were interested in being the league correspondent for the 35
Stop
plus.
it right now. Really?
Of
Let
course.
me check my calendar. Yes, yes,
I wish
yes.
I had a ring.
Oh, yes, put a ring on it. Oh, thank you.
You're
I
Yeah.
love it.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Oh, you guys are
We're like,
so-
look no
yay.
further.
We're going to have
Yeah.
so much
I
fun, you
know.
guys. Oh,
You know,
my gosh,
because
I'm
when
stoked.
when you
I don't know. It's
finish
a good idea that we travel together.
That's time.
when you finish,
Yeah.
you know, you're not done. Once their league ends,
Yes,
you're
just
jumping
right
on
in
with
with you
ours.
guys.
So,
Good, because I'm like, what am I going to
you
do the
know,
rest of the year?
Yeah, yeah.
This is
You're
so
busy.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
it's
you
So
guys for
that's-
thinking
that would-
of
that'd
me.
be wonderful.
Aw.
It's an easy fit. You know everyone, everybody. Same thing you said. Everybody loves you. You're warm to everybody new that you meet. Plus, easy to work with. It was just a perfect and easy
Aw,
fit. We're
you
like,
guys
look
are
no
making me
further.
cry.
No, we were like, I don't think there's any need to look for anything else. It's a perfect fit. Mike and Mike and Ron love you to death. I
As
don't
do
know.
we.
We should travel.
Thanks a
I know
lot.
this.
We're going to have, I know, we might have too much fun together.
I don't think I want to play. Actually, I just hang out
yeah,
with her.
that's right. I hope she doesn't make it. I hope she doesn't make it. Just
Hope no
kidding.
further.
Oh, you guys. Thank you. I know. Thank you guys
Oh,
very
so that's
much.
good.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes me
I'm
so
excited.
happy. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so
Perfect.
excited.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Perfect.
And you get to
Great.
meet a whole new crowd of
Yes.
of
And
the
you'll know most.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you know everybody locally,
Yeah, but-
it'd be fun to just,
Yeah.
and hopefully maybe some different locations that
For
the 50 pluses
sure.
are going to, things like that. I think it'd be
Yes.
fun.
It's very
It's going to be
fun to
fun.
use, yeah.
And,
Thank you.
yeah, we
So
definitely.
we have big
we definitely
conversations.
wanna
I
do
want to
invo-
be like, okay, here's a question then for you. You've seen what I've been doing with the 50 plus.
Mm-hmm.
What things would you want me to do differently, or not like differently because it's bad or anything, but just differently?
Well, yeah.
What are you looking, the vibe, what do you want it to be
I
for
mean,
you all?
I love everything
So
you're doing now.
young. You're so just young spirited and kind of, I don't think, like energy wise or anything, literally nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect the way you are.
Oh,
the way you
don't
do it.
change a thing,
Literally.
So we should
I
give me
really
the
can't-
microphone, 'cause I'm not sure everyone heard you on that one.
and as we all grow with this, we're going to find out what people want. I'm just thinking about it now and like interviews, pre-match, post-match. Hey, this is a championship match. What are your thoughts? Things like that are important, and just
Yeah.
to get in every player's mind and head when things are going. What do you want to know as a player? Because
Yeah.
we're all players, so
Right.
it's fun to think about those things.
I think one thing to touch upon, like in regards to the demographic, is I know the content I like to see in regards to pickleball, in regards to people that I follow. So I put a lot of focus on that with social media marketing, because I know for people to follow and stay engaged, it has to be stuff they like to watch.
Yeah.
I would not be opposed to doing pranks.
Well,
players with
I
you.
remember our interview at Jill Dinkers.
yeah.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I'm shocked it did not
funny.
go viral. That was the funniest thing.
But people like
Yeah.
to see things like that. So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
like to be playful,
And then
do
also be
things that are
informative and,
maybe
yeah.
scare players in the locker room.
I like it.
Head on the floor, whatever.
All right,
I've been
girl,
wanting
you
to
and
do
I,
that.
we're gonna have a good brainstorming
allowed in the
session.
men's
I'd love to
Yeah.
prank Ron and Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do something.
I'm gonna cut that part out
As
because I
we
don't
get
want them to hear it.
we're prone to getting injured with scares.
Yeah, or heart attacks.
Yes, we don't
Okay,
need
well,
any of that.
We have a
okay.
defibrillator on him.
that's right.
We're good. No, I think that's really it. We're going to try to keep people very engaged and following, and I think that just comes kind of natural with our age division anyway. So that's really it.
Okay, so last serious question before we get into the fun stuff. And although I'm just going to be smiling through the seriousness the whole time now that you guys, I'm trying so hard, but I'm so excited. Okay, in your minds, what do you think success looks like for the league if you're looking 2 to 3 years from now?
So for me, I think success just means this first year, getting 8 teams, 8 enthusiastic team owners and players, and making it fun and successful, right? And then as we grow, year 2, year 3, expanding further out west and doubling, tripling, quadrupling the teams. I mean, sky's the limit.
Love it.
It's going to be fun. And then who knows? I foresee it being like regional competition,
Yeah.
things like that, and just making it very big. I mean, who knows? Longer seasons potentially. Sky's the limit. I think the way we're doing it now is going to help us build a really strong foundation. And then I think the best way I can predict the future of what success is more people, more owners, more players. We're all getting
Players,
older,
yeah.
so you have time to get better at pickleball, because this is a professional league, right? The level is going to be high. We are competing for prize money and things like this, so it is for fun, but it's also serious. There are going to be good players playing in both leagues. So my answer is just more people,
I like it.
expansion.
That
What do you
sounds
think?
Similar, just when we get to the point where you can't do it anymore because there's just too many places to be,
yeah.
if we eventually end up on where we have East Coast regionals or Midwest, that'd be pretty amazing. And I don't see why that's not possible.
I agree with you 100%.
I really respect the fact that they chose 8 this season for us instead of doing 12 and doing a shoddy job. I really like the thought of extremely high quality organized and then just doing it very well. And then people pay attention to that if organizations are well run, and I just like the fact that we're all on the same page about that. I think with Ron doing all the events and stuff, he understands that that's probably important for people to come back and do those events.
Yeah.
So yeah, same for me. As the pool gets better and higher, I think that also is going to be an indicator that we're reaching the right talent. Right.
Okay, actually, one other question for people to go to the combine. What's that level?
Yeah, so the way we're starting, everyone knows Duper is not a perfect system, right? It's what we have, and it gets better with age and with more data. But as of right now, we're trying to make it 4-5 plus, right? So we want people of the 4-5 skill level and above to try out and be a part of it. That's not saying if you don't have a 4-5 duper, you cannot try out, because there are exceptions for things. But ideally, we want people to be 4-5 and above skill level players to be a part of the league.
And two, what he's saying is absolutely valid. I mean, you could be like a 4-1 and been injured or just haven't played many tournaments, but the likelihood that you're like a 3.7, you probably haven't had the commitment yet to play a ton. So, just
Work on get the experience.
It's not black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
More experience first.
It's not going to be black and white.
I was going to say, I've already been encouraging everybody. I teach pickleball right now, currently full time. I teach a lot of pickleball, and I always ask my students to come watch high level pickleball.
Yeah.
And this is going to
And
be an
you'll
opportunity
see.
for people,
Yes.
for you to come spectate
Yeah.
and see what it is. You may be 37 years old and you're on that cusp of wanting to play more competitively. Hey, come watch what this is going to look like.
Yeah.
And it can give you an idea of, hey, I'm right there. I just need to put in a little work. Things like that for any age group, I think is important.
But exactly what he said. When you're 35 or 40, what other organization is there that you can kind of aspire to make or to have like a goal to work towards? If you're really into pickle and you're playing and you're like a 3-5, 4-0, 4-5, it's kind of amazing to have something to work for.
Yes.
To reach at that's like pro level. It's pretty cool. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we knew was
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
So
I just love it so much. I'm so glad that you guys are involved. All right, funness. Funness. You ready for some
Funness.
funness?
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's
Okay.
fun to know.
All right. It has been fun, hasn't it? All right, rapid fire
Oh,
questions.
no.
Okay. It does not have to be that rapid
Okay.
fire, but
You
okay.
look rapid fire.
I know. I've got to be ready. All right. If you could draft one dream player, athlete or celebrity for your league, who would it be?
Oh, that's good.
Dream player?
Yeah, dream player,
I don't
anybody.
know. I don't know his skill level, but I would love to have Jamie Foxx, because I know he's into pickleball, and I love him as an
Such a
actor,
good
singer, all that stuff.
There we go.
I always see his stuff online, so I don't know if he's good enough. So Jamie,
Jamie.
If you're at this level,
Come on,
and
buddy, we
Jamie,
need ya.
He's under 50, isn't he? He's close to that age. I think he
I
maybe,
think he might
maybe
be. But if
mid
not,
late
we
40s.
have a 50s
Who cares?
plus. That's
Jamie
all right.
Foxx would be my answer. I'd love
Okay.
to hang out with him.
Yeah,
good
right?
player.
You'd be
fun
fun.
to hang with.
That would
What
be
do you
fun.
think? Rapid
So
fire.
good.
Rapid fire.
It's okay. We
Damn,
can
that was
cut
a
out
really
all the
good
big
one.
long
Plus his
pauses.
association with pickleball too. That was good. Oh,
Yeah,
Then I
I
picked
know.
LeBron.
Okay, LeBron, just because.
Just piggybacking off him. He had a team, right? Oh, you're gonna do another one?
You could do a
got
second
it.
one too.
All right, let me hear yours.
Dreams
I got
limit.
Drew Brees,
Yeah.
Drew Brees,
I hear
yeah.
he's like a
Yeah.
5-0 level player, and
Yeah.
he's involved in talk
And he
about
doesn't-
competitor
yeah.
to the max.
That's right.
I know
and
he's super involved.
one of the owners of
He's exactly.
the Pickler Noblesville. We played it on Drew Brees Championship Court.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
what we
out to
need.
him, too.
Yeah,
Shout out
we
to
need, we
the
need some
boss. Shout
players.
out.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
So put your
Those are
play
really
where your mouth is.
That's
Right? Come
right.
out and play.
Come on, come out
That
here.
was really good.
But yeah.
All right. Awesome. Did you come up with anyone? Or are you
No,
LeBron?
I'm
Sticking with
dead.
LeBron. She's staying with LeBron.
Sticking-
Okay.
yeah.
Which one of the two of you would win in a dance off?
I think we're both bad.
I don't really know.
All right, show me. Show me. No, just kidding.
I would give the nod to Heidi,
I'd
just
Heidi
barely.
would win the dance off.
Depending
Okay.
on
like
the
a-
influence, we could be under.
I'm like
you
a
know.
3.8 and he's like a 3.6.
Yeah, I'm not getting drafted any dance
Okay.
games. That's
No
for sure.
dance offs.
All right, who's most likely to trash talk during a match?
That's gonna be me.
Probably Heidi.
Heidi?
I like.
I mean, not
I
too
tend to try my best to be
He's very
the
nice.
silent
You've seen him on
assassin.
court.
I'm generally
Yeah.
nice.
He's
I've you
nice
know,
until he's.
Until he's not.
Really.
but Heidi will trash talk every point.
I
you
will.
know.
Have you ever seen me try?
No,
Ever.
I haven't seen either of you trash
But
talk.
I do get.
Okay, who's more competitive?
This is a good one.
This is a tough one because I know both of you and you're both pretty
I'm
competitive.
intense competitive.
Yeah.
I'm not mean to like who.
I would
oh,
say.
Well, I was gonna-
I would
that could
say
be another
Heidi.
question.
Heidi's
Okay.
probably more competitive. I'm extremely competitive, but in a different way.
Especially
You know?
if you two play together, Heidi's more competitive.
Oh, for sure,
Facts.
for sure,
Facts.
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's spec more. He's better.
Yeah.
He should be carrying.
So
me.
team owners out there, we don't have to be drafted
We
to
do
the
not.
same team. You want to see fireworks? Put us against each other.
Okay, if you were drafted to different teams, who would win head to head?
God.
That's not really fair.
Can you say
Well,
that?
I mean, it's the team. Remember, it's your whole team.
he's
It's
been
not.
playing
What
like
what
3
team?
years on the
What
team.
team?
No, but
I think that's a good
They
point
may
because
have a
Heidi
better-
has a history
somewhat better than Waymon.
of being a cheerleader, so she can probably get her team morale up high.
Yeah,
things
see?
like that.
Don't be-
I would.
I have a very high skill set of getting very good partners from tennis and or
Yes,
pickleball.
yes. So you would, yeah.
Okay, I bring
So-
them donuts. I bring treats.
Yeah.
I bring,
You were not the
and-
team owner, though.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
But she can be a team manager.
Yes, you could. You could. Yeah.
I'm good with
Yeah.
morale.
owner
Like the
assistant.
guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate and Josh, if they're watching, they're always like, dude, she makes you feel so good. Like you're the best player in the world. I'm like a builder.
I know you are a
I'm a
builder-upper.
builder upper.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
It's very likely to happen, One pro player that you would nasty Nelson.
That I would nasty Nelson, professional player.
Oh, I think I know who you don't really.
I'm not.
think
I don't
he's
dislike
kinda-
any pro players. What do
I
you
think
mean?
he's kind of a little cocky.
It
Not
doesn't even have to
calling
be
out
someone you
players.
don't like. It could just be someone
I think
you
who
think
would
would
be fun to
fun.
nasty Nelson and
And-
see their reaction.
Yeah, or
I
anything.
mean, Colin Johns is always his reactions to everything are hilarious.
Okay, so there
that
you
would
go.
be fun to see him. He's got the good antics sometimes out there. Yeah, I've actually tried nasty Nelsoning someone in an actual tournament. It didn't work out very well because I think I missed.
I would never get that angry.
Yeah,
to the
I
it
would
wasn't
too.
angry.
Oh,
It
you
was a
did it.
tactic.
When he does.
Who are you gonna nasty Nelson? Pro player.
Probably Annalie, just because she's so pridefully like doesn't get like. I'd like to just see her reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
She's so fast. She'd probably ninja out of the way.
I
but-
know, right?
Or Hayden.
Some Zane Navratil because
Also.
he's used that before. It's like it would just be fun, and
Get
then
him
talk
back
about
into
talk
Yeah.
about it with him. Yeah,
Okay.
stuff like that.
See, those are all good.
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah.
Okay, if there was a zombie apocalypse, who would you want to be fighting alongside you?
Oh, I got a good one.
I mean, I would want Heidi to fight alongside me.
Yeah, you're smart. I would want Heidi
yeah.
too.
I would survive.
Yes, you
That
would.
and because and she's a recent ACL.
So she'd be slow?
I won't be the slowest. No, that's mean.
That's actually you thought that through.
No, who do we want as
For
who would
me,
you
a
want?
ride or die, Rachel.
Oh my
Oh.
God, Rachel
Oh,
Bear.
yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Shout out Rachel Bear.
Yeah, Rachel Bear.
Hopefully she's gonna
I
participate.
changed my
She has no
mind.
social media 'cause she's a
I
grandma.
changed my
All right,
mind. I'm taking
Correct?
Rachel
She's gonna
also.
fight. She's
Yeah,
gonna take
she's a
you
fighter,
there, yeah.
man.
Yeah, okay. Well,
And
if
she's
we're gonna
gonna
go
yell
partners,
at you if you're not fighting
if
hard
we're gonna
enough,
go
right?
partners,
Down.
I want to take my favorite men's partner,
Yeah.
Justin Louis. Shout out
Okay,
because he's got
shout out
rocket
Justin.
forehands. He can hurt. He can probably protect me a little bit.
Plus, if
That's
you
what he
tell
does
him,
on the
"Hey,
court.
Go sacrifice yourself. He'd be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Do it.
yeah.
I'll do it all. I'll do whatever you ask.
Literally watch that
Yeah.
and say, what the?
I'm good. Those are some good shout outs. I
Yeah.
like it. All right. Finish this sentence. This league is going to
Be electric.
be electric. Be electric.
Yes.
It's not one word, but that's
Yes.
okay. Oh, I didn't say one word, did I? All right.
No,
so
you
now
just
it's
said
good.
finish the sentence.
Sorry, finish the
Two
sentence.
words. What do you got?
This league is going to be electric.
This league is going to be.
Be
Trailblazing. I think a lot of
Trailblazing.
things will kind of try to mimic or do the Temu versions of this. It's just there's no one that I've come across that have been like, ooh, really? They've been like, oh my god, yeah, that
finally.
makes
yes.
sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's.
I
going
like
to
it. That's
be.
good. Yes. Very, very good. Last question. One word each to describe what you want fans to feel when they come to a 35 to 49 USLPL showdown.
Respect.
Respect.
It's going to be respectful. I think there's going to be high competitive natured people out there, but everyone's just going to be respectful at the end of the day. That's my biggest thing because that's what I strive to be when I play.
So, like NPL, I
best
think
I can.
they are bringing horns and it's getting really. So,
Yeah.
is that type of cheering okay?
100%.
Even though because it's still
I want
respect as long as
everyone to
respectful.
bring their personalities to
Yeah,
the court.
yeah.
Loud, whatever you
Yeah.
are.
So you guys
know.
want to laugh. It's not
Yeah.
tennis. This is not tennis.
No,
Pickleball's
yeah.
not tennis.
The more
Yeah.
people do that when he plays, he gets super quiet
Yeah.
and just plays better. Like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
never
please be
shows
loud.
It's exciting.
When he gets angry, he just gets very quiet and dials
Yeah.
and gets.
See, like I
little
came from
scary.
volleyball, and it's like we're
Loud.
cheering and clapping and
You
screaming
did say that.
every
People- you
between
said
every.
cheering.
Yeah, and people would remember the first time I was
On
clapping
an
for
error.
someone on an error, and
They said-
someone said, "You're not
That's a
really supposed to
tennis
do
thing."
that,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "But we got the point. What are we not
I
cheering
remember
for?"
you telling me that. And that's very tennis too.
Yes,
You don't
yes.
cheer.
I'm not.
between
I'm not
Miss-
like saying,
But people
"Yeah,
don't
you
know,
suck."
so,
You know,
yeah,
I'm
but-
just kind of.
I think that's what's great about pickleball is that people come from all different backgrounds.
Yeah.
A lot of tennis backgrounds, whatever,
Volleyball,
volleyball,
squash, ping
all
pong.
these
Yeah,
different
basketball,
sports
yeah.
where
Yes.
the things you do on court are different. You know, like you said,
Yeah.
we won the point. We're cheering. In tennis, you're like, oh, if someone makes a mistake, you don't cheer for that.
don't.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
all
I
out of
understand
respect.
a little bit more,
sure,
but yeah.
but still, I
It's-
think having all the different
Yes.
backgrounds together makes pickleball so
It
exciting.
does, but
Yeah.
I admit, like playing in tournaments or outside, people and they're cheering when you make a mistake really gets
It does
me
kind of,
fired
yeah.
up.
It's not fun
Makes
if
me
you're on the
really-
receiving end of that. Yeah.
But this
But-
is a big team event. So everyone's gonna be cheering.
Right.
It's not like you're standing.
That's
there.
right.
that.
And I tell you, just watching the Dream Breakers, which were, oh, that's one other question.
I know you were gonna.
Yeah, single or skinny single Dream Breakers for the 35 to 49.
Put a poll up because I'm curious what people have to say about that for 35 to
We're real
49.
people, we can move on. No,
You know, I
definitely
personally
think
am partial to skinny singles.
I don't. I think
And
full
as a league owner, I think I have the. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, is this
No.
51, 49%, 51%?
You would rather play full court singles? Interesting. Well,
I'm a whole
for everyone that
person. I
doesn't
want the
know,
whole court.
the USLPL 50 plus division, when they go to Dream Breakers, they participate in skinny singles.
That's correct.
You know,
That's
and
correct.
we haven't made that decision yet. So I'm curious to hear
Brace up.
what
Full
people
court.
want.
Let's go.
You know.
Let's go.
Bring those oxygen
I'll tell you,
tanks.
it
Let's
was
go.
it was so fun and exciting to watch those.
Hey, my one word for it was for just the
Oh,
league
yeah,
in general,
sorry.
right?
Yeah.
I want impressed.
Impressed.
Like
Oh.
that was a
Good.
swag bags organization. I'm all about the
All
swag
about
bags.
going back to the swag
Logo,
bag.
merch, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Being like, man, this was well run because those are the details that I always look at and
Yeah.
pay attention to. It's the small details. That's why women are better at this stuff. I'm just saying.
I am
But-
so excited for my
Yes.
USLPL 35 stuff that I'm gonna wear.
Correct. And you know it's going to be cute.
Beautifying.
Trucker hats,
Yes,
you know.
yes,
very,
my
very,
fave. You know I love a
exactly.
trucker
I already
hat.
looked at like the brand I love with the towel, like ringlet on side. Like we're going to be good. But
Like it.
impressed. I would
Yeah.
love for people to be like, that was really well run. And
Yeah.
it's a classy, really well run league. That would be
Well,
my.
with you two in it, it's gonna be all of the
it's
above.
going to be the fun.
It is.
And with you interviewing us.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
will, and I'm gonna have a microphone in your face all the time and
Yeah.
be like,
No, I love
new
that.
question, new
Gotta
question.
do pranks. We got to think of some pranks.
We'll come up with some pranks
Ron.
for sure. We'll get Ron. We'll get them all. Any last words? Anything that we missed or that you wanted to tell our people, our folks here before we sign off?
I just think if you're interested, please get involved somehow in any capacity. Spectate, play, own, all the above. Put your name and your interest on our website. It's hopefully going to be linked in the podcast about
Bio,
section. Just try to be involved because it's only going to be as successful as the community around it. So we have some pool here in the local community, but further outreach is even better. So if we can get people just wanting to be a part of it, it's going to be even better than it already is going to be. So.
And we only have one, division and one season to look at, but the owners of the teams and of the league have all had really great experiences, and it's only going to get better moving forward. So, like I said, there's no commitment if you just go onto the website to register your information so you can stay updated. So I'd suggest to do that right away just so that you can get any updates on times, dates, and availability. But I guess if you were hypothetically trying to carve out time, if you have some interest, it's looking like January to May, right? Mm-hmm. So just
Week in a month.
1 week and a month.
1 week and a month.
And I believe it's going to be Friday where you can do some practicing, maybe with your team, and Saturday, Sunday compete.
Yeah, all that information, we'll have all that information online that you can find the exact details of everything. But the big thing is don't miss out. If you're interested in owning a team, look into it ASAP because we have a lot of interest and they're going to go quick.
Yep.
And it's only going to get more expensive next year.
Yes, that is
so
the other- so
be
Early bird
early,
special.
early
Early bird
adopters. You get
I
you
mean,
get in on the ground floor. I
The
think it's
nature
important.
of this, that's,
So,
we saw
yeah.
the potential in this. So for us, it's the same thing. We're trying to get it a good time and make it a really great league experience product, all of it. So I don't know. The potential
So one
is there.
thing to your point, when you're talking about the owners, if they get in at the ground level here, they also have some power and some decision making.
Of course.
Because
yeah.
they're going to be, you guys are going to be talking
Yeah.
about how you want to do
We're all
things.
partners in
Yeah,
this together.
right.
You know, if you own a team, you are
We're
a
listening.
part
Right.
owner
Receptive.
of, you know, everything we do. So
Right, and next
they're-
year, if you come in next year, then some
Yeah.
of those decisions will have already been made.
That's already
Yeah,
So
exactly.
get in
Exactly.
early.
Yeah,
Get in
we're
early.
Good
figuring
point.
it out all together, so it's
Yeah.
not what we say goes. And it hasn't been that way with Ron or Mike.
No,
either.
it has not. They were been
No.
very. It's been open to
Receptive.
the owners. They
Yeah.
all gave their input
Correct.
on almost every decision. There were some things that were like league specific. It's not just about the teams. They have to consider both the leagues and the team
Right.
owners. So
Right.
and which is what you all will be doing as well.
Yes.
So
But like as the owner, if you're interested, if you have this passion for pickleball and you're good at management, or you want to, you're at a point in your life where you can, maybe afford to travel and support this team, play on it, whatever, we are receptive and open to working together to create this really terrific league. And it's not just what we say goes. So if you're interested and you're passionate about it, it's a really good fit on both ends.
love it. You guys have been amazing. I'm so
try.
proud of you both. You guys are just going to kill it. We're all going to kill it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And thank you guys for letting
say
me
yes
come
to the
here.
dress?
I'm saying yes to the dress. Yes to
Let's
the
go
dress.
shopping.
There you
Let's
go.
go Lulu.
Oh, God, that's our thing. Let's do it. We're going to look so good.
I actually changed after I saw what she was wearing. I was like, nope, cute, gotta go change. I was comfy and then I changed.
You
I'm so
stop it.
comfy.
That's true.
All right, everybody. This is Michele Spahr with Mom, You're Embarrassing Me. Please do not forget to subscribe, hit that share button right down there. And also check out the links below, which will link to the USLPL and their league, so you can sign up and make sure you get information and stay in the loop. Follow us on social media. We'll provide that as well. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time, peace.
Bye. Thank you. That was so
Good
good.
job.
You did such a good job, man.
thank
You blew it. That is
You know,
hard
it's so
work.
easy with you guys
My
because,
gosh.
it's just,
I mean, it flowed pretty good
yeah,
and easy.
I think so too.